Hey folks, Shane West here in Nacogdoches, Texas, launching a new YouTube channel called Fur and Fin Outdoors. This is going to be a channel dedicated to hunting, fishing, and just your general overall outdoor activities. It's going to be, the majority of the videos are going to be from hunting and fishing areas that are public access. Anyone will be able to go there. So it's not going to be canned hunts or privately stocked lakes. In the off season, we're going to be doing activities such as 3D shoots, clay shooting, touring manufacturing plants, geocaching, and there'll probably be sometimes we'll be out there just messing around out in the woods. If you can see my buddy laying back here on the ground, I'm not sure she's in the shot, but that's Zan. Zan is a pup that last year I was coming back up the river from hunting, and she and 6 of her litter mates, someone had dropped them off over at the boat ramp, and I ended up bringing them all home and took them to the shelters. Like I just couldn't imagine them staying out there and getting either eaten by a gator, hit by a car, starving to death, whatever. So I took them to the shelter, and Zan, she just tugged at my heartstrings, and I ended up adopting her. And you know, luckily the other 6 were adopted within a week of taking them to the shelter. So they've obviously gone to better homes than what somebody intended for them to do. This here is going to be kind of a hard way for me to start out a YouTube channel, but this is just something to let you know that this is real. This isn't made up, it's not staged, it's not set to look perfect. And there's going to be a lot of things that work out, but there's probably going to be many, many more things that don't actually work out. And my plan is for you to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. My father-in-law and I, we've got a reputation for getting ourselves into predicaments, and a couple of my other buddies that I run around with, we do the same thing. But, you know, my philosophy is that if you get out and do stuff, things are going to happen to you. That's just the way it is. But just to give you an idea of some of the ugly, I've been hunting with the Mathews Outback for several years now, about 13 years, and I had a 30-inch cam on it, and it was a tad long for me, and I'd been wanting to move down to a 29-inch cam. I mean, I took deer with it, but the 29 would let me be a little bit more maneuverable when I was up in the stand, trying to move around and get my shot on the deer. Well, I got the cam in, got the 30-inch cam changed, got the 29 put on, no big deal. Was restringing the bow, and one of the buckles on the bow press slipped, and when it slipped, it released all of the tension at one time. So essentially I had a dry fire, and I ended up with a mess like this for this poor baby. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but on that lower limb right there, it cracked that lower limb, and I'm telling you, I'm having difficulty now finding a lower limb for a 13, 14-year-old bow. But I've been saying for the past several years that I wanted a new bow, and well, I guess I'm going to end up getting a new bow, unless of course I can find limbs for this one within the next couple of weeks. I did contact Mathews. They said they did have them, but I have to go through a dealer. So anyway, right now I'm looking at a couple of different bows. I'm looking at the Bowtech Rain 7, which I really like, and the other is the Elite Impulse 31, and I think I like the Bowtech a little more, but I'm hesitant to pull the trigger on it because of the split limbs. And the Elite, it actually has solid limbs, very similar to what the Mathews does, and I like that. The Elite specs are very similar to the Mathews, but especially the axle to axle. The Elite's 31, the Outback was 31 and a half, the Bowtech is 32 and some change. So I mean, all three of them are fairly close. But anyway, I'm also looking at a couple of used bows. One of those is a Hoyt Pro Defiant, and the other is a Bowtech Carbon Overdrive. Both of them look really good. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do just yet. So I plan on keeping everybody in the loop with what bow I choose, and my reasoning behind choosing that particular bow. And hopefully after we get it done, get it sighted in, get it tuned, and get it ready to go, we'll have a deer in the freezer, and maybe even have a deer on the camera right the end of the season. But down here in Texas right now, bow season's about a month away, and It's hot. Man, it's hot down here right now. It's like in the mid to upper 90s every day, and I'm afraid it's going to be that way for the opener season. But I've got my cameras out. I'm waiting to see what's there. I can't bait out on these public areas. It's not allowed. And I periodically go out and check the cameras. So I'll keep you in the loop on that so that you can see where it is and where I'm hunting. Also, before season starts, I hope to get some fishing footage in. I typically fish, like I said earlier, on Natchitoches, Nacogdoches, Merval, and Sam Rayburn. That's where the MLF did their elimination rounds for the championship. All these lakes are good, but with it being as hot as it is right now, it's tough. It's real tough out there. We're having to go deep. We're having to throw jigs, throw worms, and see what we can dig out. And then later on in the season, I hope to make a trip to Missouri. We went last year. We hunted the southwest corner, and Mother Nature just did not work out for us. It was in the 90s during the day while we were up there, 80s at night. Just not conducive to good bow hunting. There was 3 of us. We stayed in a tent, and 4 days up there, we saw 3 deer total, and all those were seen in one morning. But you know, as luck would have it, the following weekend when we came home, the weather was 20, 30 degrees cooler, but you know, that's just the way the chips fell. So anyway, this year I'm hoping to go back up to Missouri, but this time I'd like to go to the extreme northwest corner of the state up along the Missouri River, and it'll add a few hours to the drive, but that's okay. And I mean, I think the deer population is going to be better up there, and if we can get some decent weather, we might be okay on that one. So if that trip pans out, I'll be sure and get some footage of that and see if we can't put a video together on it. So anyway, heck of a way to start a YouTube channel, but like I said, you know, this is going to be real people enduring real trials, doing real stuff on a real budget. It's not going to be staged. It's not going to be canned hunts. It's not going to be privately stocked ponds. We're likely to get skunked more than we're successful, but you know, getting outside and outdoors, seeing that sunrise every morning, man, that's a blessing in and of itself, and we're grateful for every one of those. So I hope you enjoy this channel. I hope you watch it. You get something out of it. Ask questions. If I can answer that question, I will. If I cannot, I'll do my best to find someone who can answer it for you. So please subscribe, button right down there on the bottom, and I guess we'll be talking to you soon. Thanks for watching, and until next time, go outside and enjoy the great outdoors.